Alright, YouTube. Nate Dunn back at again, Mississippi Renters. So today, what we have here is it's a 2017, I want to say 17, 18 Toyota RAV4, and it's got a pretty nice little hit right here in this area. And what makes this repair unique is it's got a lot of sharp lines. So the area where it got popped at, so it got popped right here first. First and foremost, it got popped right there. And I want to say this right here might have been some secondary damage here where it will kind of push up on something else might fold back and just kind of bend it up there, put a crease in it. And it even got this little point up here. It's actually a big old crown up in this area right here, in this little spot here. So the main thing is I'm gonna teach y'all how to attack some of these hits like this right here. Sometimes some of the body shops, and I can actually say this for myself because I work in one production body shop all day long. As long as it didn't get the intrusion beam in the back of it, door skin all day long. But then once you do door skin, then you gotta do the quarter panel and the front door to blend, just to make sure that it looks good and it actually blends in. And with this funky of a color, you want to make sure it blends in nice. So it's looking like to me, I don't know, I might have to blend this. I might have to blend this area here because it is a funky color, and it looks like it's going more toward the front instead. I've been a little more worried about if it was the rear. Well, not really worried either or, but if it was more toward the rear, then I'll probably have to go more into blending the quarter panel, which I can actually tape around that quarter glass, even though I really wouldn't advise that, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do though, so you can tape around the quarter glass and so on and so forth. But I'm just gonna take y'all through the steps of learning how to attack each point properly and how to get this dent popped out. And then we're gonna try to fight with the color, hope and pray that the color comes out good. That's probably gonna be my only worry, will be the color. The repair, maybe a little bit, but at the end of the day, we're gonna get it knocked out, get it looking good, and get it back to the customer. That's the name of the game. But I think I forgot what I was saying anyway. Yeah, long story short, yeah, production shop, door skin, as long as the intrusion beam is not damaged. But here, we're gonna repair that. So without further ado, let me take y'all into the repair now. So I thought I might as well just show you as well too. Up close, I realized in that last scene that the angle where the camera was pointed at, it didn't really show the extent of the damage. But yes, you can see focus here. There's the puppy. Yeah, so you can see right here, it's a dent there. Great big crater right here. Big old buckle. Then it's a whoop-de-doo. Little slide. But yeah, you can see it all in there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see if we can start to relieve some of these stress points here. Yeah. What you're about to see is an old school trick here. So the plan is to get the metal, get some heat into it, heat it up first, and then you shock it with some cold air. So what I got was dust in the can, or that air in the can, and turn it upside down and you spray it out. It's super cold, but unfortunately I didn't have enough, so I really couldn't do too much of this here. But this is just an old school trick though, to help shrink that metal, because that metal is very stretched out. So that was an old school trick there. case some of y'all was wondering, with these RAV4s and some of these Toyota vehicles, sometimes when you pull the lower molding off, you feel like it's tough to get it off there. 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be a 10mm nut holding it on. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start grinding this paint off there to get it ready for mud. I did them little belt sanding strips. I got that from Juan Carlos to let the paint kind of help you see if you're pulling the dent out or not there, because if you just go to bare metal, it's gonna be hard for you to see whether or not if you got the metal straight or not. Just like I said, do them little strips in the little areas where you're pulling. That's gonna really assist you very good in the dent repair. So on my first coat of mud, and I see a lot of beginners make this mistake right here. That mud may look thin to y'all how I'm wiping it, but trust me, I got that mud on really, really thick. See, what I see beginners do is they try to wipe it tight there, and they try to make the repair perfect at first. Which, granted, yes, that's what we're planning on doing. It's a perfect repair, but at the end of the day, if they wipe it too tight there and they go to sand it down, you done sanded all the stuff that you needed or all your filler, and then you have to put more filler on. Put that first coat of Bondo on there really thick. Put it on there really thick. That way that's gonna give you something to work with. Now you can start to sand it and shape it like you need to do. And then hopefully with the second coat of filler, that should be it there. It's optional third coat, but most of the times, put that first coat of Bondo on there thick, give you enough material to work with. Then you come over with the smoothing, glazing putty to fill in that imperfections there. But main thing is, with the beginners, don't be afraid to put that Bondo on heavy at first. Trust me, you're gonna need the extra material. And like I said, this is use my little method here. I just usually use that DA to knock down 75% of it, and then also use your guide coat as well too. But DA knock it down 75 to 80%, and the last 20% block it. And I use the guide coat to help me see what's going on. And I'm probably gonna say a minimum. I wind up wiping this thing maybe 3 times, because that was the first time right here, and then I'll wipe it again, and then I'll wipe it one last time for like a finishing putty, and that's it there. Like I said, that method, build that Bondo up heavy first, it saves time. Then again, this is another old school method here as well. You use the cheese grater, so you pretty much have to babysit that Bondo for a while until you get to the right sticky / hardening of it, and you just use that cheese grater and you just knock it down super fast. Again, it saves on time. Everything about this business of automotive, it's all about time. You have to beat the time, but with little tricks of the trade, you'll beat it easily. But that's the main thing, is just let it get tacky enough and just come over with that cheese grater and you're golden. And this plastic thing you see I got right now is it's pretty clever stuff here. I got this stuff from Home Depot, and what it is plastic and tape put together. And all you gotta do, first of all, don't fold it into each other, because it's really hard to separate. Once you get separated, you just stick it on there and then you pull the plastic over and boom, you got coverage. Watch, you'll see what I'm talking about. at that shine. You can see the reflection in it. But nah, that was all right though. It's really shiny. It looks really good. I know it's a whole bunch of lines and designs and shapes going on in that door, but we finally got through it though. But it looks really, really good though. And this is it. When I put it, well, I didn't put it all the way back together just yet. I just pulled it outside in the sun to kind of look at it and see if it matched or not. And right now it's looking like a pretty good match. I say it's a good OE acceptable finish for sure. Main thing is I put it in the sunlight. I want to see what it looked like in the sun. And it looks pretty good to me. It really does. The repair, the paint, looks fantastic. This is it all back together. Got it nice and clean and shiny for the customer, and they loved it. They absolutely loved it. But I hope y'all like the content, and as usual, like, comment, and subscribe. Please share the video. I really appreciate your support, and until then, stay busy and have fun. I hope I was able to give y'all some tips and tricks on body work with this one here. Otherwise, I actually had pretty decent amount of fun with this job here. I actually liked it. It was a little bit challenging, but sometimes you need to challenge your body working skills just a little bit.